Good morning, student. Here we discuss organometallic chemistry. As we know that the name itself indicate that what is meant by organometallic chemistry. Organo is one part, metals is one part. Okay, organo means generally carbons and hydrocarbon, and metals as like silicon, as like magnesium, lithium, coppers. So these are the metals. If we define completely what is meant by the organometallic compound, organic compound that contain carbon metal bonds are known as organometallic compounds. General representations R dash M either are negatively charged, metal positively charged. So what is capital R? Capital R for organic compounds and M stand for the metals. These are the example of organometallic compounds. Methyl magnesium bromide, this is lithium, dimethyl copper, dimethyl zinc, tetramethyl silane. These are the example. In addition, ferrocene, lithiopyroxene, diacetyl asmocene. These are the example of organometallic compound. If you observe carefully, magnesium is directly attached to the carbon. Such compounds we call as a organometallic compounds. And here methyl is directly attached with magnesium. This dimethyl is attached to the coppers, and here also similarly dimethyl compounds, dimethyl groups is attached with zinc. So such compounds we call as a organometallic compounds. Then, then we know that ionic characters of the carbon and metal bonds. So the metals are electron donors, and as compared to metals attached, carbon is more electronegative. It's withdraw the electron towards itself, and here we attach carbon and metals bond between them, and the percentage of ionic character as shown in the tables. Left to right, ionic character decreases. At top side 0 to 70, the ionic character is found to be a more, it is about the 60%, and copper, lithium, copper, Hg is found to be a less ionic characters. Then a generally organometallic compounds or the reagents are found always acts in a two way. First, it acts as a nucleophile. Second, it acts as a basis. So reactivity of organometallic compounds are mainly depends upon the electropositive character of a metals. Then we understand what is meant by the electropositive characters. A tendency of an element to lose the electrons and makes the cation is known as electropositive character. Suppose sodium release the one electrons and gets sodium positive, we call as a sodium cation. We call as an electropositive character of that particular sodium ions. The in a periodic tables, the calcium are the stable and most positive element among the periodic tables. Then, with the help of the electropositive characters, metals are directly proportional to the percentage of ionic characters, means carbon metal bonds. Bond thus more is a reactivity of organometallic compounds, more is a electropositive characters. And more percentage of ionic characters is represent that Rm bond is more stronger, what we call in another way powerful base, for example a carbon lithium compounds. So such compounds we call as a acts as a basis, sometimes it acts as a nucleophiles. Then we discuss the first organometallic compounds, that is organomagnesium reagent or organomagnesium compounds. We see a brief history about the Grignard's reagent. Organomagnesium halides or the compounds, either we call as a reagent also. It discovered in 19th century. The scientist, it's a French scientist, discovered in 19th century. Name of the scientist is Victor Grignards. Organomagnesium halides compounds is also known as a Grignard's reagents. This is reagent is large exploit in organic synthesis to mix the carbon-carbon single bond. This is the applications of the Grignard's reagent is they form a carbon-carbon single bonds. For this great discovery for the Grignard's reagents, the scientist Victor Grignards is awarded as a Nobel Prize in Chemistry in the year of 1912. Means 12 years later, they are awarded as a Nobel Prize. Then this is about the brief history. Then we see how we prepare organometallic compounds. So starting material is a very simple RX alkyl halides, then magnesium, then we use the dry ether, that is RMGX. This is a complex. Okay, this is a Grignard's reagent. It's a very simple methods to form a Grignard's reagent, preparation of Grignard's reagents. So this is a synthesis parts reactions. RX, magnesium metals in presence of a dry ether, they form RMGX. Mechanistic part is shown in below. Alkyl halides plus Mg, the electron transport, first R dash Br, and then radical plus Mg plus 1, then again one more electron transfer, and it forms RMGX compounds. Then structure stability of Grignard's reagent. In a dilute ethers, 0.1 molar Grignard's reagent exists as a monomer in which magnesium is coordinated to solvent molecules. Means stability of Grignard's reagent, magnesium in middle parts, and here the oxygens, the lone pair of the oxygen transferred to the magnesium, and this one more oxygen transferred this lone pair towards the oxygens, and it's converted into stabilized in dilute ethers, 0.1 molar dilute ether. So then after knowing the stability, preparation of the Grignard's reagents, then we go for this chemical properties of Grignard's reagents. So Grignard's reagents with a compound containing acidic hydrogens. Acidic hydrogens or these hydrogens are attached to the more electronegative groups. This Grignard's reagent RMGX, then HX, it forms one protons, forms the alkanes, and RXMJX is a dry product. So this is simply So when we call X is halides, especially chlorine, bromine, iodine. These are the attached the hydrogen. That's why we call as a more acidic protons. Means the chlorine atoms withdraw the electron towards itself from the hydrogen bond between hydrogen and X, and hydrogens makes more acidic. Once they makes more acidic, so the Grignard's reagents from the nucleophiles from negatively charged alkyl groups attach the protons here and makes what XMGX. No, this is a byproduct. So simply we take an example is more acidic protons A dash H, then CS3 magnesium halides, then CH4. CH4 is alkane, first alkane. Then A is remain as it is magnesium, and this is halides. So what we found here, first alkane, that is methane CH4 is found. The CS3 attack on that protons, abstract here already there is a one CH3 is there, one more protons we attach here and they makes CH4, that is post alkanes. So this is a best example for the more acidic protons. Alkynes react with Grignard's reagent and produce hydrocarbons and new Grignard's reagents. Or triple bonded compound carbons and H. This is a more acidic protons. And as we know that the negatively charged R-1, R1, they can abstract the protons and magnesium and X is there. But during this negatively charged species are triple bonded compounds, negatively charged, magnesium is positively and this one X, it makes new organometallic compounds like such as R triple bonded carbons, magnesium and H. Here forms alkane as well as the new Grignard's reagents. So this is first chemical properties. When a Grignard's reagent react with more acidic protons, they produce hydrocarbon as well as new Grignard's reagent. It depends upon which type of Grignard's reagent we have to use and which type of substrate we have to use. They produce the corresponding different types of hydrocarbon as well as Grignard's reagents. Means that we changes the Grignard's here ethyl, methyl, propyl. Here they change corresponding alkane, and here the remain compounds remain same as the Grignard's reagents. So changing here, and if you change the substrate here, they produce the new Grignard's reagents. So you can changes both substrate as well as reagents, that is Grignard's reagent. You may produce different types of hydrocarbons and Grignard's reagents. Then the second applications is nucleophilic addition reactions with the Grignard's reagents with formaldehydes. Okay, so formaldehydes, then Grignard's reagent, that is R dash R1 MgX in presence of a dry ether. They makes a magnesium complex. This is a magnesium complex, and here are the alcohols. So how the reactions will be carried out? The carbonyl carbon having electron depletion due to the oxygen. Oxygen withdraw the electron towards itself, and it consists one pi, another is sigma. Pi bond are loosely bonded, they are shifted toward the oxygen, and oxygen gets negative charge. Here its carbonyl carbon gets more electron depletions. We have a Grignard's reagent. Among this Grignard's reagent, R dash is the negatively parts. It acts as the electron diffusion and makes the carbon-carbon single bond. If you observed here, they makes the carbon-carbon single bond here. So rest structures from the starting material, that is formaldehyde, remain as it is. These protons is here, left hand side and right hand side protons remain as it is. The oxygen gets negatively charged, this oxygen having the negative, magnesium is positive and X is there. So magnesium complex in presence of a dry ether, then H plus is there. After hydrolysis, it's convert into the alcohols. It's convert into the alcohols. Simply H plus, you can add the H plus is here, water, they convert into the alcohol. So primary alcohol is formed. Means R dash CH2OH we call as a primary alcohol. So formaldehydes reactions with the Grignard's reagents forms magnesium complex followed by hydrolysis of H plus. It's converted into the primary alcohols. Specifically, we take now Grignard's reagents, methyl magnesium bromides, again the same reactions, formaldehydes. The pi bond is shifted towards the oxygen. They attack on electron deficient side in presence of a dry ether, methyl magnesium bromides, where the makes the magnesium complex H plus and makes the primary alcohol such as ethenols. How it will be attacked? The magnesium gets positive charge, 2 positive charge, Br negative and CS3 also negative. The negative charge from the Grignard's reagent attack on formaldehyde, that is carbonyl carbon electron deficient, because it's withdraw the electrons towards itself from the oxygen side and makes the carbon-carbon single bond be absorbed in magnesium complex. CS3 attached with carbonyl carbon. This is the best application I was said in previous slide. So this is always makes a carbon-carbon single bond. This is best applications. Then in presence of a dry ether, then negatively charged, then magnesium positive and X is there. Followed by hydrolysis simply, and it's convert into alcohol. Specifically, it's convert into ethanols. So this is a first reactions. Then again similarly, if you replace formaldehyde with acetaldehyde, it means that one hydrogen atom replaced by the alkyl groups, it converts into acetaldehydes. The same reagents, Grignard's reagent we have to use in presence of a dry ether followed by hydrolysis, it's converted into the alcohols MgX. Okay, so this is the same reactions we can get here